The Giants, they had a chance to end 2023 on a good note with the upset of the Rams at home. However, they could not get it done as they suffered a crushing loss to Los Angeles at MetLife Stadium. So let's talk some Giants football. We're going to do it with WFAN host Danielle McCartan, who joins me now for another holiday Giants talk. Danielle, how's it going?
Hey, it's going good. How are you, Dex?
I'm doing good. Excited to, ring in the new year later, but it's good. Giants fans maybe not doing it so happily, but, we're still here to talk about some G-Men football. Danielle, Giants, they had nothing to play for here, but some may question head coach Brian Daboll's choice to go for two and not tie the game when the Giants cut the deficit to 26-25. Did you like the move for him going for it there, or were you disappointed by the execution on the two-point attempt?
Yeah, you said it. The Giants are playing for nothing. They're not playing for a playoff berth. They're not playing for a win. I guess they are, but I don't know. I loved the shot to go for two there. They had and subsequently they had the perfect play called, and Tyrod Taylor couldn't get it done. So, after the game, Saquon Barkley was, asked about the play, and he said, I don't want to go too much in depth, but I got to make a play. But look at that replay in slow-mo, frame by frame. There was no chance Saquon had to make a play on that ball. That was all on Tyrod Taylor there. So, as you just saw the graphics. So, I love the shot at two. Because what was one really going to do? What was a win really going to do here? Okay. So, throw your best play out there. And not to mention that your kicker had been unreliable throughout the game thus far. So instead, you decide to take the extra point. He misses it anyway. It didn't make any sense to me. So the 2-point conversion, I can get behind it. They had the perfect play called for it. And I've gotten on Mike Kafka in the past. But no, they just didn't make the throw. That's it. They didn't execute.
Came down to execution. That wasn't done. You mentioned Tyrod Taylor, Danielle. He threw for 319 yards in this contest. 1 touchdown, 1 pick. What did you make of how the Giants' offense looked on Sunday, and what does this team need to improve offensively next season to be a better offense? Seems like a lot.
Yeah, there's how long is this segment here, Dex?
We got some time.
Tyrod Taylor, cool, good for him, all the yards, touchdown, all that. For me, it's just about evaluating, and he is not on my evaluation board at all for the Giants. I've been very vocal about that. He seems like a good guy, great veteran, great presence in the locker room, all of that, the whole package. But the Giants still don't know what they have in Tommy DeVito. So for me, what the Giants need to do for next week, and I know they won't, they should be putting Tommy DeVito out there. Because they won't. Saquon Barkley only had 12 touches today, 12 carries. That's inexcusable, really, for the best player on your team to only have 12 touches for the ball. So I'd like better offensive line play to open up some holes for Saquon Barkley. And in the grand scheme of things, next year, draft, etc., Giants need O-line help in the worst way, and they need a pass catcher. Like, they need a dynamic 50-50 ball kind of pass catcher. And I know Darren Waller is that, but you can't really rely on him either. So I'd be looking at wide receivers in this draft, especially in the second round. I know they're probably not going to get Harrison Jr., but, big picture, the Giants need some playmakers on this offense in addition to offensive line help.
Yeah, playmakers have been lacking for them this season. I think Giants fans would like to see if they can address that this coming offseason. We shall see. Now, before we get to the offseason, the Giants, they've lost 3 consecutive games. They're basically staggering to the finish line here when they host the Eagles in the season finale in Week 18. This is a very different vibe from last year when the G-Men were playoff bound. So what should fans look forward to with this team as they close out the season next week?
Yeah, just closing out another season there at home. Tailgate pretty hard in the parking lot and just go enjoy yourself at that game. To look forward to, it's always good to beat the Eagles, isn't it? No matter what the situation is. I assume and I expect that the Giants are going to bring their A game to this Eagles, especially having seen them just so fairly recently. So what to expect? Expect the unexpected. We were just talking before we got on the air here that the Eagles lost to the Cardinals. And earlier in my knockout pool, the Cardinals were the team to pick against. So it's any given Sunday, of course, and send the Giants off to the offseason in a good way and in a happy note, I guess, on a positive note that they did some damage in the Eagles and their psyche moving into the playoffs.
Yeah, expect the unexpected. And look, it's a lost season when you just started talking about tailgating. When you start talking about tailgating in the final week of the season, it's about time to wrap this up. That's what time it has come to for the Giants fans. But, you're trying to give some positivity, new year, some new hope. Hopefully it can end the season on a good note. We'll see what happens in Week 18 as they host Philadelphia. That is Danielle McCartan. Go check her out on WFAN. She does such a great job there. Danielle, always a pleasure talking to you. Happy New Year. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, we'll talk soon. See you soon in the studio, and Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.